Right, like, we're going to keep things super simple today because there is so much noise out there about what you should be doing in perimenopause to lighten your period, to lose the weight, improve the brain fog, ease the anxiety, beat the bloat. It's overwhelming and confusing and frustrating, and seriously, who needs that? The truth is, the biggest shifts happen when you're consistent. Consistent with eating in a way that balances blood sugar and insulin. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. Consistent with how to move your body. And I'm going to talk about what that looks like for us ladies in perimenopause. Consistent with how we support our stress response. And I'm going to share some really simple strategies with you today that don't involve hours and hours of meditating or just reducing your stress. And none of this is flashy. It's not shiny. It's not buzzworthy. So it doesn't get a lot of attention on social media, which is really unfortunate because it's incredibly effective. When you're consistent with the boring, unsexy, non-flashy stuff, that's going to do two things for you. It's going to move the needle forward so you can have more energy, improved moods, better sleep, less anxiety and cravings, better body composition, fewer period-related issues, and it's going to create the foundation for deeper work. So I'm going to dig into those consistent habits and routines for you today and talk about what that can look like in practice. And I'm also going to talk about what to do when you are already consistently implementing these habits and routines. You're focusing on blood sugar, you're moving your body, you're supporting your nervous system, and yet you've hit a plateau. You feel like they're not helping. What do you do then? I'm going to talk about that as well because I know there are so many of you who feel like you're doing everything, but nothing is helping. So hang with me. I've got you covered. We're going to get there. Okay. Let's start with balancing blood sugar and insulin. This is paramount in perimenopause and for your hormones. You are never going to have balanced hormones without balanced blood sugar. When blood sugar is unstable, it dysregulates insulin, which is a hormone, okay? And that's going to cause issues both upstream and downstream for your hormones. If we go upstream to your brain, it's going to cause the pituitary to increase the production of a hormone called luteinizing hormone. And that causes more androgens like testosterone. So we can start to see symptoms like anxiety, rage, hair loss and growth in all of the wrong places, insulin resistance, weight gain, even PCOS. It also causes the pituitary to suppress another hormone, follicular stimulating hormone, which is going to inhibit ovulation and the production of progesterone. And this is such an important process and hormone in perimenopause that we really need to hang on to for as long as possible. Now, downstream, dysregulated blood sugar and insulin issues can upregulate an enzyme called aromatase, which increases the conversion of testosterone to estrogen, which can really lead to a double whammy of estrogen hitting your system and causing you to feel like you're riding a really horrific roller coaster of perimenopausal symptoms like the heavy, long, and painful periods, fibroids, cysts, polyps, mood swings, anxiety, breast pain and tenderness, fibrocystic breasts, for example. Blood sugar balancing and insulin is where it all starts in perimenopause. And this is the best way to do it. And I apologize in advance if this sounds repetitive, but it bears repeating because I'm asked all of the time what foods to eat, how to eat, the best diet for perimenopause. So here we go. Please stop intermittent fasting. This is doing a number on your already overworked nervous system, which is going to further disrupt cortisol, which is going to have the unintended consequence of raising insulin and creating insulin resistance. We want to eat breakfast within an hour, max 1.5 hours of rising, and that breakfast should contain at least 30 grams of protein. So what could that breakfast look like? That could be a smoothie. Make sure you're building your smoothie correctly, though. This is not just straightforward fruit. That's going to spike your blood sugar pretty darn fast. This is a great opportunity to get your greens in, to add cauliflower and zucchini, load it up with veggies, get a solid protein powder going in that smoothie too. Add chia seeds, flax seeds, berries, for example. Breakfast could be eggs with a side of sausage or bacon and sauteed greens or berries. It can be protein-packed pancakes. This is one of my favorites with a collagen-boosted elixir on the side. It can be leftovers from dinner the night before. It can be soup, a piece of chicken with a side salad, a salmon or steak with veggies. It doesn't have to be traditional breakfast food, okay? I also don't suggest more than 4 hours for most women between eating. Protein, healthy fats, and fiber from carbs at every single meal and snack. Carbs are not the enemy, ladies, okay? Low carb, no carb is not a good idea in perimenopause. We need good quality carbs for our thyroid to function, for our nervous system and adrenals, and for our microbiome. It's about choosing the right kinds of carbs, fruits and veggies, squashes, all of the potatoes, root veggies, legumes, rice, quinoa, buckwheat, millet, teff, those gluten-free whole grains, and healthy fats. I like 2 to 4 tablespoons per meal. And again, fats are not going to make you fat. Fats balance blood sugar. They're the building blocks for our hormones. They soothe the nervous system and are critical for the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. We want healthy fats like olives and olive oil, coconut and coconut oil, nuts and seeds and their butters. Bit of a caveat here though, please avoid the oils of those seeds: sunflower oil, safflower oil, corn oil, cottonseed oil, etc. Those are very high omega-6s, very inflammatory. Avocado and avocado oil are great. Butter and ghee, please choose fat. Grass-fed though here, please. Flax, chia, hemp seeds, flax and hemp oil. And I do find that most ladies in perimenopause do best with an afternoon snack that contains a protein. And this can be really simple. It can be an apple with nut butter. It can be chia seed pudding with berries. It can be hummus and veggies. It can be a protein-packed elixir, which I really love in the afternoon as well. And I definitely recommend that your final meal should be eaten 2 to 3 hours before bed. We want to give your digestive system a break and a fast overnight. That being said, some women who struggle with insomnia related to imbalanced blood sugar do really well with a small snack before bed. It can be pumpkin seeds, Brazil nuts, a hard-boiled egg, for example. Okay. The next piece that's really going to move the needle for you is having a really honest conversation with yourself. Are you really prioritizing sleep? Are you consistently going to bed at a decent time? Ideally, lights out 10 p.m., not just when you feel like it or during the week or every other day, but consistently night after night. Are you creating space for yourself during the day to get outside in nature, to get natural, full, broad spectrum sunlight into your eyes throughout the day, especially in the morning to help reset your circadian rhythm? Now, obviously, the Northern Hemisphere in winter months, the sun isn't coming out until much later after we've woken up. So using a broad spectrum lamp can be really helpful here. Are you using electrolytes or sea salt in your water to give your adrenals and nervous system the minerals that it needs, the spark plugs to activate your cellular responses? Are you creating boundaries and giving yourself space? Are you bringing in deep breathing throughout the day? Are you carving time out for yourself to do activities that bring you joy? Are you limiting your screen time, or are you scrolling through social, binge watching Netflix, or mindlessly numbing out to the TV? Are you overfilling your calendar and saying yes to everything? Are you moving your body in a way that is supportive to your hormones? Gone are the days of intense cardio, ladies. That's not supportive to your perimenopausal body. Walking is the new cardio, and really start to focus on bringing strength training, weights into your routine. Building muscle is absolutely essential in perimenopause. It's an organ of longevity. It's going to mop up excess blood sugar and insulin. It's going to increase your metabolism. It'll support your body composition. It's going to support your hormone balance. It's going to provide you with energy. Weights and walking. Move your body daily, but not intensely daily. Weights 3 to 4 times a week. Bring in some yoga, some Pilates, some bar, walk daily, and incorporate some stretching and mobility work. Now, there's a lot of moving pieces here, and for some women, it can feel really overwhelming. And that's where I suggest the low and slow approach. What are the 1 or 2 things that feel doable for you right now? Implement those until they become easy and they flow through your daily routine. You're not thinking about them anymore. Then add 1 or 2 more, and so on and so forth. And if you're in a place where you just have no idea where to even begin, that's when it's time to reach out to a practitioner for help. Now, what happens when the small shifts aren't working? Then what? Because for some of you, you're doing all of these things. And again, consistently, not just when you feel like it, and you're not getting results. You feel like you're doing all of the right things, but you're getting nowhere. Or even worse, you're experiencing more symptoms than before. That's when it's time to reach out to a practitioner for help. A practitioner who can run functional testing, like a GI map gut health test and or a Dutch hormone test, to understand what's lurking beneath the surface that's preventing you from achieving your health and hormone goals. A practitioner who can be objective, because let's face it, we are too close to our own bodies, ladies. Even coaches need coaches. There is no shame in asking for help. In fact, it's a sign of strength. So you can show up in your business as the entrepreneur that you want to be, the leader at the office who your team needs you to be, the mother your kids need and that you aspire to be, the wife or partner that you want to show up for your spouse. And as a reminder, it's this boring, unsexy stuff that not only sets the foundation, but can really move that needle forward for you in perimenopause. And working with a practitioner who can help support you in identifying where to start, who can do a deeper dive through testing and support you through your journey can really make the difference between trying and failing and finally feeling vibrant, energetic, and healthy again. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. In the meantime, you can grab my perimenopause guide. Join me for my Empowered Perimenopause class next week. I'm going to drop those links below for you. And of course, if you have any questions, come find me over on Instagram. I'm at stephanie.sing.balancedhealth, and I would love to connect with you there. In the meantime, have a wonderful day, and we'll chat again soon. Bye for now.